Hey there, youth and youth families, and welcome back to this edition of Table Talk, Curbside Youth Edition, where we are talking about prayer. And today we're going into the next verse, verse 10 in the Lord's Prayer in Matthew chapter 6. And it says this: "Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven." And I just wonder if we could use what we learned about meditation last week to take that thought and just sit with it for a little while and ruminate on it, think deeply about it, and get a bit of a picture of what would it look like to have a kingdom where God is king. And we know that he is king. And so let's just think about and just imagine for a moment, what would it look like if God were a king in a kingdom? What would be the things that would be really important to him in this kingdom? As you're thinking about the picture of that, what are some of the things you see? What are some of the things you hear? What are some of the things that you feel in a kingdom where God is king? Next, as you're thinking about God's kingdom, what are some of the things that would be really important to our king in this kingdom? How would those things, the things that are important to God, influence and impact the way that we interact with each other? Also, along those lines is, how would those things impact the way that we interact with God, our King? Unfortunately, many of us, when we pray, we are primarily thinking about what our ideal kingdom would look like. And we ask God for our kingdom come, our will be done. We ask for things that would make us comfortable, things that will make life easier. And some of these requests are good, but they don't always have God's ideas in mind. In John chapter 15, there's a verse that says this. It says, "If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be given to you." And some people believe that to mean that, with enough faith, I can ask for like a Lamborghini and poof, it will be there for me. And that would be a really nice way for this all to work. And I suppose it is possible for God to answer a prayer like that. But I don't think that that's really what this particular verse is saying. What I believe it's saying is, if we're also praying, "Your kingdom come," and those are the words that are remaining in us, then we'll be thinking of and praying for the things that fit with God's kingdom. Not our kingdom come, but your kingdom come. I wonder if you can see the difference in that, and how does that knowledge change the way that you pray? Question for you: what does God want on earth? And how do these things compare to how his kingdom is in heaven? As you walk around your house today praying, "Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven," allow God to fill your thoughts. If God were to have his kingdom come in this room that you're standing in your house, what would it look like? Maybe I'll give you a bit of an idea. If you're in your kitchen and you see maybe a stack of dirty dishes and you say, "God, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven," I wonder if the thought might dawn on you that maybe we should wash those dishes without being asked. And as you go and do that, and then you pause and let's put a sticky note there that just reminds us of something. Maybe something that says, "In God's kingdom, I am a servant." What does it look like if God's kingdom were to come in your living room? Would it maybe affect the things that you would watch on TV? Maybe as you pass by your sibling's room, what does your relationship with your sibling look like in God's kingdom? Maybe you might just stick a sticky note saying, "Hey, I love you." It might not be something that you say to your sibling a lot, but in God's kingdom, I think that that's what the picture would be. I just want to encourage you just to continue to go around your house, repeating the phrase, "Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven," leaving your little notes around the house as you come across things and as God speaks to you. And let that be a visual reminder for you about praying unceasingly in your house, and blessings on your day.